Hello everybody, a very warm welcome back on this channel. I hope you're doing very well. As you can see, we have a very beautiful day. We have finally gotten some sunlight. We've been missing out on that for a couple of weeks actually. It's been raining a lot, been very windy, very misty. We've even had some snow, and this is like the first real sunlight that we got during a couple of weeks. So I'm going to use this opportunity to finally get around to build the greenhouse that I spoke of in the previous video. I have everything already laid out and I'm going to get right started. So let's get going. So, since the description that was given with this greenhouse is pretty bad, or pretty much not a description, and because I am not the best at building these kinds of things, as you can see, the left side is the way it should be, and the right side is the way that I built it first. So I had to restart again. So yeah, good progress, but not so fast. So this is pretty much the finished product. As you can see inside, there are like a couple of possibilities to put pots, and it is actually quite big, so I can stand inside of here. It is quite tall, I think almost 2 meters. But what I will have to do is I will have to fixate this on the ground better, because it gets really windy up here. And I don't want this to fly away, so I'm gonna see how I can secure this on the ground. Maybe put some heavy items on the bottom, maybe some rocks or some sandbags, and yeah, just make sure that this thing doesn't fly away when it starts to wind here. Tomato plants are already in here. I will put them in during the day. It still gets a little bit cold during the night, and I found some very practical solutions to make the greenhouse a little bit more heavier. And I put some wood logs and some beer down there, and I think that should be enough to withstand some heavy winds. So down here we have a little older tomato plants. They're already, I connected them to a stick here and tied them onto there, and this one as well here, and up here are the newer ones, and I will put them inside during the night still. So today I am going to go out to the forest and I'm going to pick some nettle leaves. This is to make a organic fertilizer for the different plants in the garden. I don't want to use like regular fertilizer, pesticides, etc. I try to keep it as natural as possible, as organic as possible. And a way that I read in a book and online was to make like a concentrate of where you soak nettle leaves for a couple of weeks in water. Apparently it's supposed to smell terrible. We're gonna see if that's true, and then you can use that mixed with regular water, like thinned down, to give your plants some nutrients that they need to fertilize them. And yeah, that's the plan at the moment. Let's see if I can do any talking outside. It's super windy again. That's why I recorded this part here in still inside. But I'll pack my things, pack my gloves for the nettles, and I'll get going. So I finally found what I've been looking for. I thought they might be easier to find in this forest, but they're quite tricky to find actually. But here are some nettles, and I'm going to pick them. There are not too many here. I think I have to keep walking afterwards, but I'll fill the bag up that I've got with me as good as I can, and then see how much more I need. So as you saw, I collected a pretty big bucket full of nettle, and I will now mix it with rainwater that I collected. And you should put, as I read, about a kilo of nettle for about a liter, for 10 liters of water. I think I'm gonna go for like 5-6 liters, something like that. And you pretty much, you cut it up, you mix it with the water, and then you cover it with something that lets through air, so it can aerate. And if it smells too bad, apparently you can mix it with stone meal, so ground up stones. That's supposedly helping with the bad smell, with the bad odor. I'm not so sure if it's really gonna smell that bad, so I'll just start it, and if it really smells too bad, I'll let you know. But we'll see about that. Yeah, let's get started. I'll cut them up. I'm still wearing the gloves for that. Touching nettle is, as everybody knows, is not the most pleasant thing. So I'm trying to avoid to get stung. So yeah, let's go. Now that I finished it, I filled it up with water. I am going to cover it with something that is breathable and make sure it's secured well so it doesn't fly away. And I will check it each another day. It should start foaming, apparently, pretty much right away. So, and if it stops foaming, it's ready to be used for plants. So I'm going to cover it up and see if it's really going to start foaming. And I'm going to show you the whole process of it. And there we have it. Let's see how it goes. So this is the current state after 1 week. I pretty much came out every day and stirred it a couple times, and I put it in a spot where the sun shines directly at it, and as you can see, it is really foamy, but it took some days to start foaming like this, to be honest. And I have to say, the smell that everybody was talking about online, it's not that bad, to be honest. I didn't put any extra compost or stone meal, etc. in it. It is not that bad, so I don't think, maybe it's gonna get worse, but after 1 week it is absolutely not a problem.